Prepare yourself to defeat some underwater sea creatures gone bad in The Legendary Starfy 2: Underwater Boogaloo. This is a 2003 release for the Game Boy Advance and a Japanese exclusive that does play on Western Game Boy Advances, or the DS that plays these things. Densetsu no Starfy 2. The second game in the Legendary Starfy series, which is very similar to the first game, except it has some slightly more interesting level designs and better platforming. Although I still can't make heads or tails of the storyline, mainly because it's in Japanese, also because it's probably pretty weird anyway. Apparently there's a breakdancing competition gone bad, a vase is knocked over, and somebody knocked up Mrs. Turtle. Maybe. Actually, I have no idea. I'm just making up the story as I go along, but there are turtle punks that you have to defeat. That's right, kids, there's turtles with spiky hair that need a beat down. This is the second Starfy game that I've played. I recently reviewed the first one and really enjoyed it. I found The Legendary Starfy to be a fun, relaxing platformer with cute visuals and great music. This is pretty much more of the same. It's not a terribly challenging game, but it is slightly trickier than the first one. But if you've ever played a video game before, especially an old-school platformer, you'll have no trouble getting through the Legendary Starfy. The challenge is collecting everything. All those little black pearls or whatever those things are. You collect them and then you can buy Starfy photographs and collect outfits and stuff. It's a cute game. If you're not into terribly challenging games, the Legendary Starfy is just pleasing. And the Legendary Starfy 2 just continues a good thing that the first game started. While I can't read Japanese, I had no trouble getting through the game. You don't have to make serious decisions. It pretty much guides you where you need to go. If you get stuck, you can probably backtrack a little bit and figure it out. In fact, the storyline is actually told pretty well just through the pictures. I mean, clearly you can tell what's going on here. Right, Mr. Clam was frozen and only the breakdancing, hot tub enjoying sea monkeys can save him. How about some new outfits for Starfy so he can look freshy fly? There we go. I like the one that has his name on it. And I like the game. It's cute, it's fun. It's Densetsu no Starfy 2. The Legendary Starfy 2. The mermaid saves your game. If you're down with importing this one, it doesn't cost too much. The Legendary Starfy series is popular in Japan. So there's a lot of them, but for some reason these earlier Starfy games just were not released to the West. Probably because Nintendo figured correctly that a spinning star fighting sushi would terrify Americans. Which it does. Seriously, I haven't slept since playing this. I just have nightmares of spiky-haired sea turtles and ill-tempered microwavable spring rolls. A huge classic game room thank you to our friend Felicity in Worcestershire, England, for donating this game to the show, along with the first and third game in the series as well. I'm looking forward to playing the Legendary Starfy 3 simultaneously with Devil May Cry 3, because they're so similar. It's colorful, it sounds good, it's a nice game. It's the Legendary Starfy 2 for Game Boy Advance. Recommended for fans of breakdancing sea creatures everywhere.